Guys, welcome back to another Warzone tips and tricks breakdown. Today we're gonna be spectating some players and going over basic fundamentals that you guys need in order to become a better player. This game isn't just about accuracy and movement. There's a lot of fundamentals most you guys aren't thinking about, and we'll be covering those in this video. But without wasting any more of your valuable time, let's get into it. All right, when it comes to getting better at Warzone, you need to start thinking a lot smaller. You can progress really fast if you just take things step by step. For instance, right here we have a player ping an enemy. I do like the fact that yellow instantly looks that direction, but keep your eye on green. What does green do? Not a damn thing. He just keeps staring the wrong direction. The moment you guys hear that ping audio go off, you instantly need to look at it. You need to be there with your teammates to help him out because you could essentially pinch the enemy. But green did just back out, so there goes that. All right, so here's another tip, guys. If you're sniping, especially coming from a sniper main, when you're sniping an enemy, how do you play this more efficiently? So we're shooting at somebody on the rooftop, which puts us vulnerable from the guy down here that officially snipes us. So what do? Well, instead of standing up on this ledge to shoot the guy on the rooftop, how about we come back here? Even though we can't see him now because we're laying on our back like Kim K, if we were crouched or standing up, we would have line of sight on him. So when you guys are taking shots with a sniper, an AR, doesn't matter what weapon, when you guys are taking shots, make sure that you're not putting your entire body vulnerable and opening up the potential to get shot by another player. Cover and concealment is gonna be your best friend, whether you're fighting, whether you're rotating, no matter what the situation is, make sure you guys are aware of what's around you. All right, here we have Pink trying to get his ass over to his teammate. I do like the fact they're at least collapsing with each other. Now look, there's a fight currently going on. Again, pay attention to the minimap. Whenever you guys see pings like this and you're not getting shot at, that means they're fighting each other. So the moment these guys get up, first off, he needs to plate, but the moment these guys get up, I would like to see them go third party. No matter how bad you really think you are, if you guys just took advantage of all the third party situations around you, not only would your kills go up, but because you're practicing your gunfire and getting those reps in, you would again become a better player a lot faster, as opposed to playing like this. So in the 60 seconds we've been watching them, not really much has happened except them getting down and them going for a res. When again, people are fighting over here and we can easily third party those guys. Not really sure why we're taking shots at the guy in the sky when we have so many teams right next to us. And it's, again, pay attention to your team. Look at this. He has no idea. The best 1998 has no idea his teammate just went down, despite the audio, despite the minimap, despite the HUD showing that Gangsta got knocked, and despite his teammates' pings. Here we are still doing God knows what. If you find yourself playing a lot like this, make sure you're taking the tips I say to heart and you're practicing them every time you're playing. And it's like, I understand we don't have plates. I understand he doesn't have the weapons that he wants. I get that. But it was a 3v1 situation because we were delayed. Our teammate essentially went down, got executed. And again, we didn't get the reps in. So not only did we lose a teammate, but that little bit of time we do have to actually play the game, we're kind of wasting. For those of you playing like this game will get progressively harder for you every single year because the players that are out there being aggressive and practicing rotations and getting in fights and getting the reps, no matter how many hours they put into it a day or not, they're gonna keep excelling. So every year a new one comes out, they're getting better. Players like this, you guys will forever be at this level, unfortunately. Now let's look at the map real quick. We've wasted a lot of time, we've established that, but we need to start thinking about rotation. Even though it's early game, we already know that the circle is going to be diving to the north-hand side. It can go power, it can go district, it can go resort. We don't know. But what I do know is I want to get my body across this river. I want to get to safety. And again, just the situation right here where we've not done anything. We landed at a very weird spot, which didn't have much loot. So we failed to get the money we needed for a loadout. And we're sitting on a buy with just ground loot weapons. So I don't really see these guys surviving the whole game because of the mistakes and the snowball effect of those mistakes that we're seeing. Now they might get lucky, they might survive, but when it comes down to actually locking it in and getting to end game and winning in game, it's gonna be very difficult. Most players that are playing this game, they always say to themselves, I have to survive till end game and then I'll lock it in, which if you're a decent player or a great player, that could make sense. For me, for instance, when we're going on win streaks, nice shots. Me, for instance, when we're going on win streaks, of course we're gonna slow it down, we're gonna play smart and survive to end game and then turn up. But those of you guys playing like this, if you're struggling, you're not gonna be able to turn nothing up except your death count when it comes to end game. And unfortunately, you're just wasting a lot of time. All right, we got the zip ping, so clearly taking it. Remember guys, if you jump at the zip, you skip the animation of locking it in, right? Of actually attaching the little rappel hook. This little animation, you skip that. Might not seem like a big deal, but we know that there's a lot of campers in Call of Duty. So knowing that, make sure you guys are taking advantage of skipping that animation so you don't get headshotted. All right, do you see some targets right around here? We just saw movement. 1, 2. So there is a team here. Sorry for the interruption. Just wanted to say thank you guys for watching the video up to this point. If you are interested in getting better at Warzone or just simply enjoying the video, subscribe to the channel today, or at least hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, and try to get us to 400 likes. Now, as we're flying in at any location, keep your eyes peeled for movement and ping it the moment you see it, or call it out if y'all have comms. That way, 1, 2, 3, we can land on the rooftops around them and essentially just kill them. They're technically in a kill box because of this rooftops, and I want to take advantage of this. 3 targets now. Unfortunately, yellow and pink are off doing their own thing, and it's on gangster right now to really turn up. I will say it's a little weird. Let's go back real quick. Look, this is really weird right here. This guy's already looking exactly where we're at. His teammate's getting shot from behind them, right? We're over here. These guys are shooting at these guys. And this dude's just already says, hey, what? I don't know. But I mean, essentially right here, it's a, what in the fuck? All right, again. Your teammate's getting shot at. We need to start plating up. Instead of throwing tacticals and throwing down a claymore, let's jump down there and help Cannabis, because Cannabis is going to get fucking knocked and executed. Now, as far as the enemy standpoint, I get you guys want to get your thirst, and if you're safe to get a thirst, by all means, execute that dude. But this guy wasn't plated because we were able to literally hit him with 2 bullets and knock his ass. So if you guys get a knock and you're not plated and there's more enemy teammates around you, make sure you bail away to safer position, plate up, and then dive back in, because you can turn the tables of this 1v3. Yeah, the enemy might get rezzed, but it's better than you dying. Getting the kill is cool if you stay alive. Now, I know what we watched with that dude aiming at us when he had no idea we were there, which is, again, who knows? Could have been audio. Maybe his big dick was dragging him against the ground. I don't know. But the dude was definitely a bot because he was crouching in the open. He was trying to take on a fight with a pistol. And when you're in a situation like this, guys, you need to break to cover. If you are in this kill box and guys on the higher ground are shooting at you and you have no cover at all, you need to run. Bail away. All right, I skipped ahead because really nothing has happened, and still we're playing the edge of the gas. This is something I'm super against you guys doing. Stop playing the edge. If you guys want to play the edge of the white, I'm fine with that. That's okay. That's okay. I'd rather you pre-rotate, but I'm not mad at this. But the moment that this zone moves and that white goes somewhere else and it's just the red edge, you need to start rotating. You need to get the hell out of here. And sure, you might have the mindset of, you know what, dude, I'm here. The enemies are over here. I know they're there. So we're just going to hold them. And sometimes I'm guilty of this myself, but realize that this will put you in a bad spot, because even though we're holding them, guess what? Someone's going to be holding us over at docks. So you got to be very careful, especially with that jump off and parachuting. You're very vulnerable. Some situations you can get away with it. Situations like this, hell no. And again, we talked about a lot of separation. We've got pings going out right now, and we can kind of triangulate these guys if we wanted to. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. No, 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 no. Despite what you may believe, Call of Duty has very, very, very minimum recoil. Compared to other games, it's got the least recoil I've ever played in FPS, period. Plain and simple. Sure, for a lot of newer gamers, it may seem pretty extreme to try to control the recoil. But if you're tap firing an AR like that, at any point in time, you're doing it wrong. Hold it down. Shit, go to the firing range and practice with it. Just hold it down and take the shots. And if you really are bad at control recoil, you need to spend some time in the firing range. It doesn't have to be a lot, just 5 minutes before you play. While you're waiting for the game to load, jump in there and just practice holding the recoil. There's no reason for you guys to be tap firing that. You're not gonna get the kill. You're gonna piss off the enemy. It's just like swatting a hornet's nest. Doesn't make any damn sense. So again, we have a little bit of separation. Gangsta is fighting an enemy team. And speak of the devil. And we're looting once again, focused on loot. Why? Doesn't make too much sense. I don't think this team's going to survive, unfortunately for them. Also, a problem with not playing the game and like getting in fights and playing their squad and, you know, actually playing the game is you don't learn the buildings. This dude's running in the walls, running in the bathrooms. He's lost in the sauce. Again, gas is coming in. We've got teams behind us. We're gonna have teams holding us too. And we're just getting picked one at a time. And we talked about it earlier, separation really hurting us. Wow. But yeah, DG's. No, oh, I'm about to say, no way. So what do you do in this situation? Well, look, it's the snowball effect. You put yourself in this bad spot, the odds of survival are very, very low. If I was to make up a number, I'd say 1%. Like, it's gonna be a hard fight. But what should you do? Well, homie comes in this way. We get lucky, shoot him in the feet. The dude was worse than us. We're already basically cracked. We shoot this dude in the fucking big toe, and somehow we're able to outshoot him by shooting him in the kneecap. I don't know. It's the game. Don't fight with me. But instead of jumping out of the building, knowing that he has teammates around us and no one pushed in at that point in time, stay where we're at inside the building, pop the plate. If you hear somebody coming from the window to the left, adjust and run to the right. If you hear somebody coming in through the doorway to the right, adjust and go to the left. But just stop and think and give yourself some time to plate before you just dive out into the unknown and get, hear the footsteps and get just completely annihilated. Hey, if you're tired of your movement looking like this, get yourself an aim controller today. Now there's a lot of pro controllers on the market, and why is this one so good? Well, I'll answer that for you. I've had them all. This is the only one that didn't break on me. I know, it's crazy because they're all expensive, but aim is not only very durable, the battery life immaculate, but listen to this. Just the way it's designed down to the basic clicks of the controller are just superb. Whether you're in the market or not, click the link in the description or the pinned comment and check it out today. If you do decide to buy and you use code SAVAGE at checkout, you will get a massive discount. Massive. And again, a lot of you guys who are watching are probably like, this is crazy lobby. How do you get these? Unfortunately, this is your average player. So Gangsta coming back, unfortunately, he's by himself. Now, again, as you guys are coming in, make sure you're scanning around. Don't just dive bomb on something you assume is safe. This is the train. We're on UAV. There's a buy station here that's opened. We didn't know it was open, but there's still a buy station. So there's a chance because this UAV is popped that he bought it from this buy. So there might be a player here. There it is. Look at that. So again, make observations as you guys are landing in. Make observations no matter what. I mean, keep your eyes peeled on everything around you. Moving on to Steve, Oreo Obliterator. Yeah, I could take out some Oreos, bro. Now look, Oreo's in a very weird spot. We are in a hard regain. These buildings aren't going to be the best to loot. Even though they're big, there's not going to be as many crates in there, and you might find enough for one or two. So knowing this, loot fast. Like this may seem crazy, y'all. You might be like, Savage, that's not bad. And honestly, it's not the worst we've seen, but we're looting a lot of unnecessary shit and we're freezing up. Go, move through here. Look for cash, look for bags, open and run. Look for cash, look for bags, open and run. You see a stun, you see a drill charge, just forget it, man. Run right past it. All right, now look, we do have enough money for another buy. And again, this is thinking quick, thinking on the fly. Everyone drop your money at the buy. Plain and simple, right? Green and yellow on the ground, just walk to the buy, drop it, and allow pink to come back, pick it up, and buy back blue. You want to try to do everything with haste. Actually, it might be what he's doing. Good shit. And again, I'm going to say this one more time in this video, not mention it again. I know a lot of these tips do seem basic, but I've been spectating games since before many of you guys have even been playing BRs. And this is something I've seen not only since the beginning of Warzone, but during Blackout, during PUBG, during H1Z1. These are basic mistakes that everyone's making. All right, we're trying to loot. And like I said, these buildings aren't the best to loot. Even though they're big and they do have a lot of boxes, they just take too much time. So it's going to take a second for us to actually get our loading. All right, we are on UAV on the mini map. Again, that red thing that they added is beautiful. Something I didn't think I'd want added to the game, but I'm so glad it's here. It's a great job by the devs. So what this means is there is a teammate within UAV range, which means they could be close. They could be on the edge of the UAV, but regardless, they're going to see us and they could come to us. Especially if you're down bad and you don't have your loadie, is lock it in together, right? I know we're still looting, but we need to start focusing up because we don't know where these guys are. First thing I would do is get the high ground. I want to get to a rooftop. I want to get line of sight on enemies looking around us. Pay attention to the mini map. I don't know why he's looking here. You see this dot? What is the first thing that pops in your head? Pop quiz. He's on our level, right? He's on our level. Now, how do we know he's on our elevation? Because there's no arrow above and there's no arrow below. This is the oldest trick in the book. It's been in Warzone since day one. If a lot of you guys are learning this now, you're welcome. But you'll be surprised how many people don't know this, AKA Oreo Obliterator. He's looking at the ground, right? He's looking in the correct direction, maybe off a little bit, but he's looking at the ground. And again, we have movement in here. So not only is he looking at the wrong elevation, but he's not paying attention with his peripherals to something that's not in his sight. He's ADS on a wall. So I'm not sure what he's looking at, but he should have saw this movement. All right, again, look, pink's down bad. He needs to get plates. This is where communication is important. If for some reason you're playing the randoms and you are Steve, Oreo Obliterator, make your way to pink and help him out. Give him plates, drop him plates. Drop plates where you're at and ping them. But regardless, make him aware that, here, bro, I got you. Here's some plates. Now this as a sniper irritates me. This is not ever what you want to do as a sniper. If you want to peek a building or peek a window for a few seconds, that's fine. But once like 2-3 seconds has gone by and you've seen no movement, you need to keep your head on a swivel, because we're on a rooftop. We're vulnerable from the hill behind us. We're vulnerable from the rooftops to the right-hand side of us and everything to the left. We are vulnerable 360 degrees. So just because we're locked in on these guys, we want to get these kills, make sure you guys keep your head on a swivel and you don't stay in your scope. This is a big problem for snipers in Warzone. And it's why a lot of people quit sniping, is because they just think they just sit in their scopes. You don't want to sit in your scopes. It's not about being good and being able to quit scope and snap. It's just knowing when to ADS and when not to ADS. Right now we have green going in. Again, no one's really there to help them. Pink's sitting in the restaurant just chilling, and so is blue. Green's really the only one trying to be aggressive with it. And I like that, but I want to go help him. And here we are looting. For what? You're not dropping plates for your homie? Pink's gonna end up dying. There's a guy right in front of you. All right, nice knock, I guess. Oh, yeah, he got it good. Another UAV up. It could be the same team. I don't think it is. Now, why do I not think it's the same team? Well, this enemy team doesn't seem that good. So I don't really see them having multiple UAVs. So at this point now in my head is there's another team pushing. Even if that team is good, they're not gonna pop a UE because they already know where you're at. And they're sitting in a building. So what's the point? So no matter what, when you're in a fight and UE gets popped, just be aware there's probably another motherfucker around you. All right, our team is getting landed on right now by Most Wanted. Decent shot. Oh, I love it. What the? No, what? There's a guy on the buy too. Hey, the patience worked out. Now look, I said no. Why did I say no? Well, we got the knock. If you guys didn't know this, clusters, executing it down, very hard to do, because by the time the first one comes in, these guys are going to be self-res and moving on. If they don't have a self, it is what it is, but you always have to assume they do because this game's littered with them. If you want this kill, our team is right next to the dude, right? We are over here. We could fly down on this guy. We could just hold the angle, wait for him to res, and shoot him in the face again. There's a lot of ways we can get this kill without wasting our cluster. And again, it's not a big deal that we're wasting the cluster. It's just not going to work. So why even bother? Like this, he's going to res, and he's either going to go this way or he's going to go this way. And I think he's going to go this way. You have to rely on your sniping skills to actually finish the target. He could jump over the wall, but again, our teammates are right there. They can see this shit. They can hold that shit. So real quick, look what's happening. We're getting split. This team is not decent enough to be splitting off like this. Even though this guy's solo, that's fine. They can definitely take him on. He could possibly be baiting us to his team, right? Even though he's got the Most Wanted, it could just be one guy trying to get back. Maybe his team's camped up over here. We don't know. People like to bait them bitches. And also the worst case scenario, these two guys get dicked on. There are two teams here. There are probably more teams here now. So you really don't want to be splitting in this situation, especially at the skill level. Got to the left, got to the right. Again, we talked about at the beginning of the video. You want to get better aim and better accuracy. Either A, practice in the firing range, even though it's not that good, still helps with recoil control, or B, get in more fights. Get in more fights. That's the only way you're going to become a better shot. The only way. We talk about it all the time. Back in the day, Superstore drops. People that did that, they're goats now. No matter what. Streamers, casual players, regular Joe Blows, doesn't matter. Those who dropped Superstore are some of the best players to date. Another tip, guys, if you see a dude sitting right under you, don't land on him with nothing. That's a pretty basic one, but that's free. All right, so real quick, guys, look, we have a buy in front of us. We have $5,800. We need to get the buy off. We can do two things. You can jump down here and get one buy. It's risky because you might die. It is risky. Or two, we can take this portable buy, throw it on this motherfucking rooftop, go up here with our teammate, combine money, and get both our teammates back. That's what I would do, personally. But that decision's up to you. Regardless if you do something. There are people in this building. There are multiples. I do hear 2 sets of footsteps, maybe 3. But we need to get together because we could end up putting ourselves in a really bad spot. We need a plate. You have to assume there's always more than one, whether you hear them or not. I don't mind him peeking and sidestepping while he's plating to see the enemies coming down the hallway, but to just start plating and walk down the hallway is nuts. Peek and observe before you push, especially for down bad and you're plating or reloading. If you're struggling with issues in moments like this, mid-fight's definitely gonna be hard for you. All right, good shot from Oreo Obliterator. Honestly, he has moments of shine. So now here we are in a situation where we have $3,000 and we're solo. And there's a guy on the rooftop to the right-hand side of that building. Two things. One, we wasted all of our ammo and both of our guns. So right now we have nothing left. If someone's to push us, we're fucking dead. Two, just snipe at him again. He's not close enough for this weapon switch. Especially with this gun, not even close enough. But once again, guys, we have a smoke. It's time to make a play for the buy. I don't like that we're on this rooftop. Yeah, that was dumb. We need to play the buy. We have to. Guy coming in on us right here. The enemy did a good job suppressing us so that he could get the buy off. That was really a smart choice on him. And notice how many buys have been made next to us. And we haven't done any. Our team has just been sitting still, not giving a shit. This gun is OP. Holy shit. Brother, I know you're trying to be clever. You got two guys on the left-hand side doing bunny hopping, and you got to get a res off. Now, I know a lot of you guys right now are like, well, Savage, it's dangerous if he goes for the res. I get it's dangerous. But if you do it, but the earlier you do it, the better chance you have of getting it off. Especially while those guys were fighting each other, you could have just snuck in there, snuck out. Especially with the zip right there. All right, moving on to Gary and squad. Again, not really many kills. The rooftop of this building is going to be the prime spot. So that's where we want to make our way. We want to try to just get out of the situation. We have smokes. We see zips. This is an easy access opportunity. I know I'm telling you guys to get aggressive and get in fights for sure. But now we're at end game. That's when all that advice flips. This is where I want you to kind of slow it down a little bit. Start focusing on positioning, because even if we get these kills, if we don't get this rooftop secured, by the time we get up there, we could get fucking annihilated. Oh, see, this is, again, just like the plating and running down the hallway thing, this is not good. When you get the knock, I like the fact that he instantly knew to throw the nade. But you see the second guy over there. And again, always assume there's more than one, because there always is. Plate. Plate. Just plate. Or stay right here and throw a grenade. You can reach that, but that's the only options you have. This is just, it's heartbreaking. It makes me cringe. I hate it. Oh, that sucks. All right, I had to get the kill, but funny enough, you could see somebody prone crawling on the roof. Look right here. All right, again, too, when you're going for reses and you have a smoke on you, throw the smoke, especially with munitions or restock, throw the smoke. Stop trying to save them. Just throw it. If anyone was on this rooftop and heard all the fights going on over here, that's what I'm always assuming. They're going to look. They're going to look. So I don't know. I don't like going for reses in the open like this. And you saw the guy on the rooftop, bro. What the fuck? Look at this. What kind of lobby is this? He's looking right at us too. No F's given. Why'd he smoke that? Why did we smoke this? That's the smoke play? No. I know I said don't save them, but you don't want to waste them. Oh. And again, going back to one of the first points I made in this video, the snowball effect. When you guys are making bad decisions, it makes your game harder and harder and harder and harder progressively. The longer the game goes on, it makes it harder and harder. Assume there's more than one. We didn't even look to the right-hand side. Why is the right-hand side a big deal? And there's a staircase. I know there's gas right there, but when has that stopped anybody from rapping on a bitch? Never. Never. At least peek. At least. All right, again, it's going to be a rough one. We do have cluster mines under us. Unfortunately, Whipping gets killed by a corner camper. Good job on John Wick jumping down the save. All right, they collapse. This team did a decent job with the collapse right there. And again, I want to see a smoke. This is so risky. Good video. And we need to start locking it in and being together. We really want to push this rooftop together because there's probably going to be a team up here and they may be holding. I'd be surprised if they're not. Because of the delay, how much help are we? Really? Go, go. And again, stop. Stop walking up to zip lines and grabbing it. jump at the zip line. So you skip the animation, you get up there faster. Stop this. And we will be locking it in and doing a lot more of these types of videos on the channel than just the spectating ones, because again, I really want you guys to get ready and prepped for the new Black Ops 6 Warzone, whatever map it is, whatever it is. Also, I've been telling you guys since day one, they're never bringing Verdansk back. I am curious to see if I'm right or wrong. We heard rumors it's coming back. I said, don't believe them. YouTubers are stupid. And now we're hearing rumors of not bringing it back. So I'm telling you guys right now, don't get your hopes up when you hear shit. People love to bait your ass. All right, but we do have the rooftop. We are in the best position. Again, lock it in. Stay together. Play together. Stop looting. Stop looting. You had a gas mask. You picked up another one with the same shit. Pink's jumping off. We need to jump off with him. I don't mind this play. I would delay the jump though. I always say, you guys, don't play the edge of the zone, but this is the time I would, because if there's access to this rooftop from somewhere else, if someone has a durable and comes up the roof and gets behind us and we're already down here, they now have leverage. They now have the high ground. They can shoot us in the fucking face. And I don't like that. I want to play the high ground to the very last second. There are some exceptions to the rule and we'll go over those in other videos, but in this situation here, play the roof together, stay together, especially since green's still kind of ticking off. Okay, I'm about to say, don't do that. You can hold both. But look, so yeah, Pink goes down because he's by himself. And unfortunately, our teammates are too busy looting to really do anything. They weren't here to help us. They do have smokes. They can smoke us out. Are they going to? We shall see. Oh! Did he just launch a bunker buster on his own teammate? I know it didn't kill him. But what the hell was that? All right, thankfully before... Why? Okay, dude, look. You guys need to stop just having streaks and launching them for the fun of it. We are literally streaking the spot we need to go. We've bunker busted it. We've now clustered it. So when we need to jump off this rooftop, we have to essentially kind of jump off the roof. Instead of playing the high ground, which is safe, right? This would be prime spot in the next few seconds. We're gonna have to jump off because this cluster is gonna fuck us up. CD Rose, blast up. Not looking good for your boy. He's being pressed. I'm about to say he probably jumped off the roof too once he got pressed, and this is just unfortunate. A team that should have won, no matter how bad they were, a team that should have won, just threw. Guys to the left. I don't want to watch it. Yeah, I didn't want to watch it. And that's how you throw a game in 60 seconds. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe today for more content. But until next time, y'all have a good one. Good luck in Warzone. You're going to need it.